Speaking about awkward weapons, our next one is the AR-32 Pacifier. This one is the AK-5 looking gun, which came out with the Force of Law War Bond. And this one is also kind of awkward. So this one does even less damage than something like the concussive, but works very similar to the concussive. It does have a higher rate of fire though. So this one does 50 damage per shot, which is pretty low. It's not really that great. It does have medium armor pen though, holds 40 rounds by default, has low recoil, and it also has a 700 round rate of fire, which is a bit better. For an overall rating for the Pacifier, I would say this one is probably C tier versus the bugs, and then B tier versus the bots and the squids. I think the medium armor pen does make it a little bit more useful against them, simply because you don't have to be going for the weak spots as much as you would with like the concussive. That being said though, this I find to be just kind of okay against most things. Against the bugs, you can kill the small and the medium bugs okay. It doesn't kill them super fast compared to some of the other assault rifles, which I find a little bit awkward, but the stuns are kind of nice, especially in a team setting. This one was actually bugged for a while too, so it was a bit better than it should have been, simply because stuns were bugged for a time there, where the more people you had, the more higher chance you had of stunning. That's been fixed though, so it doesn't really have that advantage anymore. Against the bots, this one can still take out the medium and the small bots relatively fast, but at the same time, I'd rather have like a DMR, like the counter sniper, for doing sort of the same job, where I can more easily one-hit kill stuff with that. This one I can still kill things with it, but it's going to take more bullets overall. And then against the squids, again, it's okay. You can clear through the voteless, and you can even like kind of stun the flesh mobs, which is nice. It is actually pretty decent against the overseers, mostly because you can just kind of stun lock them and then just keep shooting them until they're dead. So that is kind of a bonus of this, but I still think other assault rifles do that job better. For the customization for this, once again, the sights are your choice. I like the Reflex Mark II. That one's my favorite sight on this one, but it's really your call. For the underbarrel, for this one, I do like the vertical grip. It makes it so it has pretty much no recoil, which is really nice. It's very easy to keep this on target, and it does at least have a higher rate of fire than the other assault rifles we've talked about, so that is kind of an advantage. This still isn't super difficult to keep on target though, so if you wanted more ergonomics, you could go with the angled grip. For the muzzle device, once again, the flash hider I find works just fine for this one, as it just kind of cuts down the recoil altogether.